Well, I guess Jake isn't winning that 50 grand. I don't even mean to be insensitive, but I am very, very, very happy. Hey guys, it's your girl Brandi, aka Brandi Forr. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So of course I had to talk about this episode because as you guys know, I've been talking crap about Jake for quite some time. Since like week 1, week 2, when we basically saw that he was never attracted to Liberty. And then after a couple of challenges where he was exposed for not being attracted to her, I guess she started to realize that she kind of felt like she was changing herself for him and basically felt that he was starting to get the ick, which is totally fair. It's a fair feeling to have, especially knowing that your boyfriend is not attracted to you. You're not his type. He's said it constantly. He has never reassured her. Never reassured her. From the moment she was shown that clip of him saying that he doesn't want to rip her clothes off, he hasn't reassured her. Once again in this episode, bro. Once again in the episode, what does he say, y'all? What does he say? But you're my girlfriend. This was his last chance to reassure her and tell her how beautiful she is. And once again, he totally missed the mark. He didn't do it. So basically in the episode, you see as soon as like they wake up, he says, "Oh, you're giving me the ick." And I guess that's his banter, but I understand that they have banter and that he has banter. That's perfectly fine. However, you can tell that some of this banter is actually true. Like, this is actually how he feels. Because once again, we all know that he is not attracted to her. And so she's starting to realize this, and it's starting to make her feel like crap because it's just like your boyfriend does not see you in that way. He's not all up on her touchy-feely like all the other couples are. Like, he doesn't show that he is attracted to her. It's not even just like what he says. It's literally, you just can tell he is not that into her. And so she finally woke up and realized, hey, like, this man really is not into me and I actually deserve better. Like, it's clearly obvious that he's doing this for television. It's clearly obvious that he's not into me. So what now? Like, I might as well just end it. It's not like the public sees us as like a couple that will work. The public does not support Jake at all. We love Liberty, but we do not support Jake. She knows that. We know that most of the house, or all the girls anyway, do not trust Jake and also see that he's not as into her. And sorry, my mom is like doing work stuff, so if you hear her, my apologies. But yeah, you basically see that, and I'm just so proud of Liberty. She knows her worth. It shows that she finally knows her worth. And even though I do not like Faye, I really don't like Faye, I do appreciate the fact that she was there for her. However, it is very frustrating that as soon as Kaz and Tyler go on their dates, that's when she breaks down. But also, it's just kind of sweet at the same time because Liberty, she didn't want to take that moment away from Kaz, so she held it all in, and literally as soon as Kaz and Tyler left, that's when she broke down and started crying. And it sucks that Kaz, her best friend, couldn't be there for her, but Liberty, she had to hide it because otherwise, like, Kaz's date would have been messed up pretty much. But also what kind of pissed me off in this episode, definitely not the dumping, don't get me wrong. Like, and of course, like, I'm upset that Liberty was very upset. Like, that sucked. But what pissed me off is when he went back to the guys and basically lied and said that it was a mutual thing for them to break up. It wasn't mutual. She broke up with you. He just didn't want to admit that he got dumped by Liberty. Why are you embarrassed that you got dumped by someone who isn't your type? I don't feel bad for him at all. Don't get me wrong though, like, the last yesterday's episode or 2 episodes before, I was like feeling bad a little bit, you know, after the whole like voting for who you think is least compatible and Faye was going off. I felt a little bad, don't get me wrong, but otherwise it's just like this episode once again pissed me off because he really is a sucky boyfriend. He does not know how to be a good boyfriend to Liberty, and I'm so glad that she finally realized that. I'm glad that despite it being the last week, the last few days, and the money being this close to them, I'm glad that she stayed true to herself and didn't pretend like this was a great relationship, because it in fact was not. Like, it was clearly obvious that he was there for the money. He knows that Liberty is very popular. So of course he was gonna stick around and stay with her until, you know, it's time to leave the villa. Yeah, and then also like going back to when they were taking selfies and whatnot. No type of reassurance. That was a time, the fact that Liberty's the one reassuring. First of all, he's totally focused on himself. He's just like, oh, this picture, I look crazy. Liberty's just like, what do you mean? What's wrong? Like, why are you saying that about yourself? Oh, everything's about you, everything's about you. Okay, is that, I understand this is your banter, but like, still, once again, this was a perfect opportunity for him to, and like, call her beautiful, say, you look good, I look crazy, like something like that. As little as that, he missed the mark completely. He can't even pretend that he's into her. That's the thing. He literally cannot even pretend that he is attracted to her. Like, it's so hard for him to spit those words out and say that she's beautiful. Like, why even put, I just don't understand why you would waste your time on Love Island with someone you're not attracted to. Love Island has all these attractive people. Even Hugo stay true to his dang self. Like, you couldn't do the same. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I just don't understand. And then even yesterday's episode with the whole baby challenge, you see that he was basically talking about Millie with the baby, and he was telling Liam like, oh, Millie looks extremely attractive with that baby. How you gonna be constantly complimenting? Millie is clearly his type. Like, clearly his type. Remember when she had just come to the house, you can tell like he was trying to graft her a bit, but then of course Millie, she was more into Liam. But it's like, dang, like, keep on reminding us that Liberty isn't your type and Millie is your type. That's what he does all the time. He continues to remind us, like, we get it, you are in love with Millie, but wow, like, he doesn't even try to mask it. He literally doesn't try to mask it. Ugh. Disgusting. I'm just happy that Liberty has found her worth. I am annoyed that this means they're probably going to have to go home. It's very unfortunate because she won't win the money, and I actually wish she was able to win the money or stick it through. I wish she just stuck it through and then just took the money for herself when the chance came, because it sucks. It really does suck. I feel bad. Like, that really sucks. Because you could tell she was genuinely in here for love. You can tell that she was genuine about her feelings, but of course, he just did not feel the same, and it was very obvious. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave your opinions. Please like this video and subscribe to GuRLfRiEnd because I'm keep posting this Love Island content. Okay?